السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا وسهلا. Welcome to our class on Al-Fawaid. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما. So today, inshallah, we're going to read from page 61 from Al-Fawaid, starting with الدنيا كامرأة بغي. طيب, من يقرأ؟ تفضل أخ أنس. Would you like to read?
الدنيا كامرأة بغي لا تثبت مع زوج، إنما تخطب الأزواج ليستحسنوا عليها فلا ترضى بالدياثة ميزت بين جمالها وفعالها فإذا ملاحة بالقباحة لا تفي حلفت لنا ألا تخنع هودا فكأنها حلفت لنا أن لا تفي.
بارك الله فيك. طيب, يقول الدنيا كامرأة بغي لا تثبت مع زوج. Here Imam Ibn Al-Qayyim, he uses a very strong parable for the dunya, and he says الدنيا كامرأة بغي. امرأة بغي is a prostitute, or a woman, an indecent woman. لا تثبت مع زوج, who does not stay with one husband. This woman is unfaithful. ليستحسن عليها فلا ترضى بالدياثة. So she seeks out men so that they will admire her and flatter her and so on. يستحسن عليها. So don't be pleased with this infidelity. And he mentions this poetry: ميزت بين جمالها وفعالها فإذا الملاحة بالقباحة لا تفي. I distinguish between her beauty and her deeds, her actions, and found that her loveliness is not matched by her morality. حلفت لنا أن لا تخون عهودنا فكأنها حلفت أن لا تفي. She swore to us that she would not betray our covenants, but it was as if she swore to us that she would never fulfill them. So this dunya is like that. When you look at it, you see its, zina, its beauty and its attraction. But when you look at its reality, you find it is different. Just like the woman in this example, who is beautiful, yet if you look at her deeds, they do not match her beauty. Her morality is not like her beauty. طيب, تفضل أخ طه. Brother Taha, can you read?
Sorry, I'm actually driving. I was just listening in on my way home.
لا بأس. الصير في طلبها سير في أرض مسبعة والسباحة فيها سباحة في غدير التمساح والمفروغ به منها هو عين المحزون عليه آلامها متولدة من لذاتها وأحزانها من أفراحها. And he continues the parable of the dunya, and he says to travel in her pursuit is to travel in a land full of wild beasts. أرض مسبعة, and a land that is infested with wild animals. والسباحة فيها سباحة في غدير التمساح. And swimming in it, in this dunya, is like swimming in a crocodile's pond. The very thing that gives you joy from her is the thing that will become your sorrow. آلامها متولدة من لذاتها. Her pains are born out of her pleasures. وأحزانها من أفراحها. And sorrows come from her joys. So things that give you pleasure in the dunya, they end up causing you pain. مآرب كانت في الشباب لأهلها عذابا فصارت في المشيب عذابا. Pursuits that were delights of youth become in old age pure torment. So the pleasure you pursue in your youth can become torment in your old age. طائر الطبع يرى الحبة وعين العقل ترى الشرك غير أن عين الهوى عمياء. The bird of desire sees only the grain, while the eye of reason sees the snare, but the eye of passion is blind. So when you want to catch a bird, you set up a snare, but in its desire for food, it sees only the grain and doesn't see the snare. So our case is also like this. Those who are filled with desire, they just see the grain and not the snare behind it, because the eye of passion is blind. وعين الردى عن كل عيب قليلة كما أن عين السخط تبدي المساوية. The eye of satisfaction is dim to every fault, just as the eye of anger exposes every flaw. So when you are pleased with someone, you do not see their mistakes, their shortcomings. It is as if their shortcomings, you're blind to their shortcomings. And when you're angry with someone, you see every flaw. تزخرفت الشهوات لأعين الطباع فغض عنها الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ووقع تابعوها في بيداء الحسرات فأولئك على هدى من ربهم وأولئك هم المفلحون هؤلاء يقال لهم كلوا وتمتعوا قليلا إنكم مجرمون. Desires have been adorned for the eyes of human nature. تزخرفت الشهوات. In this dunya, the desires have been adorned for the eyes of the human. فغض عنها الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ووقع تابعوها في بيداء الحسرات. As for those who believe in the unseen, people of Iman, they lower their gaze from these shahawat. And as for those who follow them, they end up in the desert of regrets. Bida al-Hasarat. And about the first group, Allah said, أولئك على هدى من ربهم أولئك هم المفلحون. They are the people who are upon guidance from their Lord, and they are successful. And the other group, about them Allah says, eat and enjoy yourselves a little. Indeed, you are criminals. إنكم مجرمون. لما عرف الموفقون قدر الحياة الدنيا وقلة المقام فيها أماتوا فيها الهوى طلبا لحياة الأبد. لما استيقظوا من نوم الغفلة استرجعوا بالجد من انتهبه العدو منهم في زمن البطالة. فلما طالت عليهم الطريق تلمحوا المقصد فقرب عليهم البعيد وكلما أمرت لهم الحياة حلا لهم تذكر هذا يومكم الذي كنتم توعدون. So when the people of success recognize the value of the worldly life and the shortness of their stay in it, قلة المقام, they killed their desires in it, seeking everlasting life. نعم. أماتوا فيها الهوى طلبا لحياة الأبد. And when they woke up from the sleep of heedlessness, they strove earnestly to regain what the enemy had plundered from them during the time of their idleness. Now, so previously, if they were heedless and they lost their time and they disobeyed Allah Azza wa Jal, this is what the enemy has plundered from them. So when they woke up, they sought to regain whatever they lost and to take it back. And when the road seemed long to them, they caught sight of the destination. Now they remembered the destination, and the far became near. Whenever life turned bitter for them, they found sweetness by remembering the saying of Allah, هَذَا يَوْمُكُمُ الَّذِي كُنْتُمْ تُوعَدُونَ. This is your day which you were promised. So this will be said to us in the Akhirah. The day has come. So they remember this goal and this final destination, and they overcome the bitterness of life. وركب سرى والليل ملق رواقه على كل مقبر المطاع قاطم. And a caravan traveled on while the night cast its canopy over every dust-covered horizon wrapped in darkness. So in the opening of this poetry, it gives us a picture of a caravan traveling in the night, covered by the night. حدوا عزمات ضاءت الأرض بينها فصار صراهم في ظهور العزائم. They sharpen their resolves, these travelers, they sharpen their resolves before which the earth itself was eclipsed, meaning these determined people had such lofty aims and goals that they were greater than the earth itself. The earth itself was lost in front of these great goals and this great resolve. The earth could not contain this resolve. تريهم نجوم الليل ما يبتغونه على عاتق الشعر وهام النعائم. The stars of night showed them what they were following upon the shoulder of Sirius and the heads of the Pleiades. So these are two constellations, Sirius and Pleiades. So the Arabs, when they travel, they use these stars and constellations to determine their direction, and they used it for navigation. So here he uses this example to say that these goals and milestones and resolves, they act as markers for their journey to the Akhirah, just like the actual stars show you the way towards your destination in the dunya. إذا اضطردت في معرك الجد قصفوا رماح العطايا في صدور المكارم. They break when they surge forward into the battlefield of earnestness. They broke the spears of generosity in the chests of noble deeds. So here he gives another metaphor for their striving for righteousness, striving in good deeds, And he says it is as if they break the spears of generosity against the chests of noble deeds. So just as these spears are sometimes broken in the battlefield against the armor, uh, this is a metaphor for their striving. It is as if the spears of generosity are broken again against the armors or the chests of noble deeds. Meaning they strive uh, very hard in doing good deeds, and they compete with each other in generosity and spending in the way of Allah and so on. طيب, إذن بارك الله فيكم. I hope you found this beneficial, inshallah. This beautiful nasiha by Imam Ibn Al-Qayyim rahimahullah about the reality of this dunya and how the people who are discerning and truly intelligent, they realize the smallness of its value, and they neglect it, and they are not obsessed with it, and they focus on their true destination, which is Jannah. May Allah Azza wa Jal grant all of us Al-Jannah. بارك الله فيكم. إن شاء الله I will see you in the next class. قولوا قولي هذا أستغفر الله لي ولكم وآخر الدعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.